Now let's welcome our next guest to the show. It's Nicola Roberts.
Yay!
Now, Nicola, you're one of 6 celebrities in this year's Strictly Christmas special. You are. Now, before we have a chat, let's take a quick look at the group dance.
So much fun, honestly.
It is so much fun.
It's just the one show. It's a good few weeks training though, and like different filming days, but it's just the one show. Honestly,
See?
You did it? You did the full
season? we did the same year.
We both did the same year.
Same year.
Harry did slightly better.
What you did? Wait, you got to the semi-finals, quarter-finals?
Semi-finals, Harry.
I'm pretty sure it was a quarter-finals.
He won.
But no, it is. And I did a children needs special before, and I thought I could never do the whole series. It's a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot, and people keep saying to me like, "Do you think you'll do the full season?" And I honestly had such an amazing time. It's definitely something to think about. But props to all of the celebrities that do it for the 3 months, because and you know, it's interesting when we went into the main studio and the other guys from the main show were all still there, and just to like Flair, my God, she's literally just dead on her feet. They are so exhausted, and the work that goes in, I don't necessarily think it transpires from an outset when you're you know, just watching on TV, but those guys are working so hard. I mean, the whole show is magical. You walk in and it's just like Strictly Grotto.
It is,
clothes
isn't it?
everywhere. People are like running after people and stitching on sparkles. It's just a magical place.
That's why people talk about that bubble, because it really is. It's incredible.
It is.
And it is really hard, but it's one of those things you look back on and you just remember all the good times. Now, you're taking on the waltz, which is hard, but I'm afraid to say they're all hard if you're going to do it. And you were teamed up with Giovanni. How did you find Giovanni? How was he in the training room?
This looks nice.
Sorry, I haven't seen this. I'm just like...
I mean, Nicola's just engrossed. I'm like, what's that? Nicola's not answering any questions. Like, oh, that's me doing the
Gio is a great teacher. He's a perfectionist, as am I. There definitely were moments in the rehearsal studio where, I mean, the waltz is so technical and it's so different to anything I've ever done before. Like band dancing, where your audience is just at the front. You don't have to necessarily think about the round. The technical element, like the neck position. Like my learning process, I don't necessarily like the learning process. I lose concentration, and Gio is very like, again. But I was grateful because when I finally got to do the waltz, I was prepared. And I knew that I'd put the training in. I knew that I'd follow direction as much as I could. And as much as during the rehearsal process, I might have wanted to strangle him.
And there's the truth, everyone.
I was glad that I left the ballroom thinking, OK, I think I did a good job of the waltz.
Well, it looks like you did there, the little bit that we saw. You've got some tough competition, though, this year. Who else can we look forward to seeing dancing then on Christmas Day?
You know, we all really got on so well. We all had such a good time, like all the group rehearsals and the filming days. Everyone was just really feeling the cheer. I became really close with Rosie and...
Ramsey.
And Alex, just the girls. Like, all of us were a bit like, why did we agree to this? What are we doing? Like, and then... you know, you get mind blank just before you go on, and I'd be like, Rosie, what's the steps? Quick, what's the steps? What's the second sequence? So we became like really close during the process, and I actually do miss them a little bit. And Larry, such a gentleman, always, good morning, darling, how are you? And George, just like so alive with happiness. So it's a really good cast.
Oh, good.
Well, you also had your Girls Aloud bandmates come down to support. That must have been nice to have them.
It was nice. It's nice that we all do support each other on our individual things, and I think like this year we'd really spent a lot more time together because we did a lot of fundraising efforts for breast cancer awareness and to raise funds for different breast cancer charities on behalf of our bandmate Sarah. And so it was nice to kind of end the year on just something where we could just all get together and it's Christmas spirit. And actually to end the year on such a positive note where we can now actually say that all of the fundraising efforts that we did do, we've raised over $1 million, sorry,
oh, that's
for breast
amazing.
cancer. Wow, so it was nice. It was like a nice end to
lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, we've also signed up now, Martin, to Gladiator and Strictly Come Dancing.
Strictly next year.
Wipe the floor.
Brilliant.
Well, thanks for joining us, Nicola. You can watch Strictly Come Dancing Christmas special on Christmas Day at 5:10 on BBC One.
Perfect.